Hello friends, welcome to LJ Institute of Physiotherapy. Today we are going to discuss about PNF. So, what is a PNF? Proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. In this PNF series, we'll discuss about the introduction of PNF, then we'll see the basic procedure for facilitation, then we'll see the proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation techniques, then diagonal patterns of facilitation of upper extremity and lower extremity. And so these all are the topics we'll discuss in this PNF series. So let's start with the PNF introduction. So what mean by the PNF? This proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation is a concept of treatment. It's a rehabilitation technique in which we are firing the afferent or sensory system to elicit a motor response or any desired motion or functional movement or functional motion. So proprioceptive, that means the having to do with any of the sensory receptors that give information concerning movement and position of the body. Neuromuscular, that means or that involves the nerve and muscle. Facilitation, that means making easier or smooth to produce or for movement, it makes easier. So basically this PNF or proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitations work based on the reflex arc. That means the you provide a stimulus, you will get, and by providing the stimulus you are stimulating the sensory system or you are providing the information to the higher center to the persons, and automatically that higher center will reply or that will or higher center will answer, and by answer will get the motor function or the desired motion. This PNF technique involves the various basic procedures, then techniques, and in this PNF technique we'll discuss about the diagonal pattern also. This PNF is an approach to therapeutic exercise that combines functionally based diagonal pattern of movement with techniques of neuromuscular facilitation on evoke motor response and improve neuromuscular control and function. PNF techniques can be used to develop muscular strength and endurance, to facilitate stability, to improve the mobility. It can also improve the neuromuscular control and coordinate the movements and lay a foundation of restoration of function. So let's start with the basic procedures for PNF or for facilitation. Basic facilitation procedures provide tools for the therapist to help the patient gain efficient motor function, and they are used to increase the patient's ability to move, guide the motion by proper grips and appropriate resistance, help the patient achieve coordinated motion through timing, that means in sequence, increase the patient's stamina and avoid fatigue. It can also increase the strength. It can also relax the muscles, and by that we can provide the relaxations and we can reduce the pain also. So basic procedures for the facilitations are mainly 10 basic procedures for the facilitation. First one is resistance, second irradiation and reinforcement, third manual contact, fourth body position and body mechanism or mechanics, then fifth is verbal, then vision, traction or approximation, then stretch, timing, and last one is pattern of PNF or pattern of facilitation. Let's start with resistance. amount of resistance provided during activity must be correct for patient's condition and the goal of activity. Resistance is used in treatment to facilitate the ability of muscle to contract, increase motor control, help the patient gain an awareness of motion, its direction, it increase the strength. So in resistance, in procedures, resistance will teach us how to apply resistance and where the therapist should apply the resistance. Based on the muscle contraction or targeted muscles, therapist should apply the resistance, and based on the muscle or type of muscle contraction, therapist should apply the resistance. For example, for the isometric contraction, will not allow the single degree of range of motion, and we are providing the resistance. In isotonic is again divided in concentric and eccentric. So for eccentric control, therapy should apply the resistance in the direction of movement. That means if you want to resist the biceps, then you should resist the elbow flexion action. In eccentric contraction, therapist should apply the resistance in opposite to the movement. That means if you want to resist eccentrically biceps muscles, then you should apply the resistance in opposite direction. That means ask the patient to perform the full range of motion, means full flexion of elbow joint, then slowly release it, and in that movement the eccentric contraction of biceps occurs. So by this resistance, therapy should gain the knowledge about where and how therapy should apply the resistance throughout the treatment sessions or in this PNF technique. So friends, today we have discussed about the introduction of PNF and one basic procedures for facilitation, that is resistance. So thank you friends.